All right, so the challenge is laid out in front of you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team time. Let's go. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys. Gets us. And gets them going to begin the second half.
Ready. 2nd and 10. Ritter.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Marino off of play action. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
That'll be caught by Bobo. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Marino. It's the tight end, Kelsey, for a Miami touchdown. Travis Kelsey, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Last time out, of course, he threw the interception. Then they gave up the touchdown, surrendered the lead. So now working from behind here. 1st and 10.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Great effort by Ted Hendricks defensively.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Ritter from the gun.
His throw incomplete. Misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack.
If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? Is
Yes.
that's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. That's taken at around the 40. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A handoff for Warren.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On the give, it's Warren.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Marino will throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They're going on 4th down. Marino
working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown. DK Metcalf from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Here's Marino. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs.
Back now in Miami. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Ritter again.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
To the air again, it's Ritter. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Ritter picked, and it's his former Bearcat teammate, Ahmad Gardner, who got it.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
They'll run it. Warren. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That throw by Marino incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Here's Warren.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
91 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Warren will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
Sometimes offensive you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Now it's Marino. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
So the 2-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, They're a little bit ahead of the curve because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 6.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
On 1st down, Ritter.
Well, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Tyler Higbee from 10 yards out.
And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Down 2 scores, out of timeouts, a must recover if they're going to have any shot. And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
98 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Marino. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So now London down by 2 touchdowns. Exactly 1 minute remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
Here's Ritter. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. This definitely third-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the conversion on 4th down. He's out of bounds as well to keep their hopes alive. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Ritter. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Aaron Donald picks up his second sack of the afternoon. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.